Hey guys, welcome to Punky's World. I'm redoing the Hall of Fame because I tried to do it on my phone and now I can't find it. So, the first inductee was Stacy Keibler. She was inducted by Mick Foley and Tori Wilson, and she was just a class act. Her husband and her 3 little kids were there, and it was cool. The next was Andy Kaufman in the Celebrity Wing. They filmed something with Jerry Lawler from his home for Andy, which is nice because, as we all know, Lawler had a stroke. He sounded good. I'm not sure he's moving around great. Andy's brother, sister, and daughter, sisters and daughter, accepted the award on his behalf. Andy never got to meet his daughter. He passed away. But she had become very close to her biological grandfather. He and his high school sweetheart got pregnant. They were only 16. And their parents told them their best bet, because he was going to drop out and get a job, marry her, all that. And their parents said their best bet was to put the child up for adoption. And he was said to be devastated by this. And years later, she found her mother, and her mother told her who her dad was. She's like, what? You know, seriously? That guy on Taxi? And so, she knew her dad had passed, so she found her grandfather, and they became very close. So I'm so glad she was included. Ric Flair inducted great Keiji Muta. It was heartfelt. He was actually in tears. Muta didn't say a lot, as his English is limited. And he said that. He said, I don't speak a lot of English. He wore a mask, and it had rubber hair. It was kind of cool. I'm used to seeing him with paint, though, not a mask. Anyway, Jimmy Hart inducted, I forgot to mention that, Andy Kaufman on behalf of Jerry Lawler, because they worked together for a year and a half in Memphis, and Muta basically said thank you. Tim White was given the Warrior Award, presented by the APA, JBL and Ron Simmons. It was a beautiful presentation. His brothers accepted the award for him, and JBL said, you wait, his brother looks just like him. You'll see when he comes out. He wasn't kidding. Holy cow. He was first hired by Arnie Skoland. Way back. Then, of course, we have Rey Mysterio, the Man of the Hour. Conan inducted him. He was amazing. His speech for Rey was incredible. It was so passionate. I don't think Conan's doing well. He was very trembly, and he didn't stay up in, all the other inductors stayed up in the ring. It's not really a ring, but you get it. With the inductee and sort of stood off to the side. Conan got out of the ring and sat in a chair at ringside, right next to, and you could see that he was trembling. So I think there's something wrong with Conan, unfortunately. Ray wore the most gorgeous mask. It was specially made for that night. Had all sorts of rhinestones on it of all different colors. It was gold, blue, red, white. It was just absolutely gorgeous. The crowd response actually made him cry. What's the full disclosure? I have met Rey Mysterio Jr. and I met him without his mask because I met him in WCW after he lost his mask. He's a cutie pie. I actually have a picture. I also have his autograph. He was the only superstar that came out and saw us. Those of us who were backstage that night. And I'll never forget that. And I'll never forget his kindness and Che's kindness. He was trained by his uncle, Rey Mysterio Sr., from the age of 8. He met Andre the Giant at the age of 9. At 5'3", 150 pounds, Ray was the smallest world champion in history. He talked about his wife leaving medical school to get a job to send him money when he was with Conan starting up AAA and they didn't have any matches yet. And he was sleeping in a gym. Ray thanked Dean Malenko for his first WCW match. He also spoke about Eddie Guerrero, and Ray's parents were there. And in furtherance of the storyline, Dominic, Ripley, and Damian Priest all walked out. So that's that. It was a good show overall. Should have had a tag team because they were definitely missing something. It was very well done. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.